17, and I'm 42.
But she, as a woman, has no place in our society. She is a woman.
Nobody really wants to listen.
You see, she is a woman. The religions of the world put her way in the back, but yet we came out of her. We had to come through some woman's vagina, right? Well, how in the devil I'm going to come out of a woman and suck her breast and all of a sudden she become less than me? Who started that?
Islam and Christianity.
But why do we continue to embrace that? I learned from my mother that she never listened to my father. And because if she had, we'd be in trouble, she said. And so when you marry, you listen to your wife. The advantage you have is this. And I trick you, woman. My mama teaches us to trick you, woman. my mama said, agree with her and do as she said. Because if she tells you to do something wrong, well, you could say, you don't know. But all the while, we've been in front. Yeah, you told me, and you men, you all think you're boss. They always jam that down our throat. But what I did, I took the humble place. What you want me to do? You gotta do so and so, I'll do that. But guess what? It's never wrong. It's always right. So we need to listen to a sister like her. But she will never get audience in a religion. I don't care what religion you have. She's a woman. She means nothing. She just happens to be a baby. And I came out of her, so what? That's nothing. I saw that in Nigeria. There's a king in Nigeria named Akande. So his mother took me to visit the king in their own private plane. When I got to George Plateau, the mother came out and did this in front of her son. I said, oh God, I want to know how is this woman going to justify this one when this man came out of her and she bothered to him. Guess what the woman said? Brothers, I'm going to let this on you guys, okay? Because this is important. These women, they are slick. They know, they are smart. They know the truth. Guess what the woman said? When I asked her, I said, Mother Kande, how could Yeli come out of you and you bow into him? Oh, she said, that's easy. You see, you men, you like for your ego to be inflated. Woman knows that when we stand up and claim that we are man, she says, shut up, man. You're limited. You came out of me. So how could you be that bad? You see? Women aren't stupid. But we are the ones that continue to use and to obey the philosophy of Europe. Me, I put my woman in front. My woman is better than me. Of course she is. Yes, ma'am.
2 years ago, I had nervous breakdown. I was diagnosed bipolar. And they put me on a lot of medication, and my body had an adverse effect on it, and I gained 60 pounds. And they kept me in psychiatric ward.
That was me.
Really? Okay.
Oh yes, I was paranoid, schizophrenic.
It was horrible. I couldn't sleep. Nothing worked. And then I fought against the grain because they kept instilling fear in me, telling me that for the rest of my life I have to take medication for the next 80 years. The doctor specifically told me that I was like 80 years. How did you calculate that amount of years? So what I've been doing on my own is weaning myself off the medication gradually, because I've been told that you do it any fast or anything like that, you can actually get manic again.
Yes, true. In increments you do it.
Exactly. And I've been looking for a holistic alternative approach, but what I find is that a lot of people claiming to be holistic and having an alternative approach are still very much influenced by the Western philosophy and medicine, that they kind of tend to use some herbs, but they still use chemical bases. So I feel like I am at a war because they're not seeing me. And I always have, I'm always being referred to someone that doesn't know my history, that doesn't know me and comprehend what I represent. And I'm having difficulty because I feel like there's a struggle that I constantly go through as a woman of color and as a woman that is being misunderstood on a daily basis.
You not only have been misunderstood by the society, by your own brother and your husband and your mate, because we were led to do that. I just woke up about 30 years ago to see the truth. But before that, I was a macho man too. So now, in response to your question, when there is a nervous condition like I was, I had a very bad nerve condition. I was so bad I want to kill my wife. And yet, 27 years later, when I saw the same woman, I was driving on La Brea on Rodeo Road, right on the corner of La Brea and Rodeo Road. I saw her. I said, wow, there's Melba. Let me turn back because she's wearing these thick glasses and she's big. Why didn't I feel to kill her then? Why did I turn the automobile around and park by the McDonald's little establishment and come behind her and say, hi, Melba? She looked around. She said, Fred. I said, yes. She said, I've been hearing about you. How you been? I said, I've been okay. But I came to tell you something. Send our son, because she had 3 babies for me. I said, send Abdul to pick up some medicine for you. Why didn't I feel like killing her then? Can't you see? The food I was eating was undermining my brain. Like she was bipolar, I was bipolar, I was schizophrenic and paranoid. Why am I not that now? Why am I healing now? Because I listen. I'm obedient. There's a man was live in the city. He died just recently, Mr. Rogers. I went to visit Mr. Rogers when he was 94 years of age. Mr. Rogers said, I've been hearing about you, and I've been using your iron, and I feel good. I want you to talk to me. We spent 4 hours talking with Mr. Rogers. He's from St. Vincent. He died just a few years ago. Mr. Rogers said, when I was going out the door, he said, Dr. Sebi. I turned back. I said, yes, sir. We talked for about 4 hours. But in the 4 hours that we spoke and dialogue, he said, there was something that came from you that I like so very much. And what is that, sir? You are obedient. Do you know that nobody after that point has said that to me but my grandmother? Obedience is the most beautiful thing. To listen. Long to listen. Then we've been hearing all kinds of stuff, right? And we don't know how to take out of the maze those things that are good because we've been bombarded. But we haven't been bombarded with that which is African, isn't it? Right. Not once since they brought us to America have we been given classes or understanding or structures that are African, because the African themselves doesn't know that either. They're too busy eating cassava. They don't know either. So where do we begin? When I began by going back before the white man came, I knew there was no rice and beans and hogs and cows in Africa. And by removing you from that, you come back and tell me, Dr. Sebi, my diabetes gone, my high blood pressure is gone, but did I tell you that I was impotent? No, but guess what? I'm burned in. Now, how do you do all that? It wasn't because I'm a scientist. I just happened to go into history and find out that you and I didn't eat the garbage we're eating now. We have to stop it. We have got to stop. Question, way in the back.
I've always tell people not to feel that milk. Or being down for. I just like to compound a little bit.
On milk. Well, you see, there again, the society tell us not to drink the milk of our mother. I remember 40 years ago, 1960, 1964, Nestle milk made billions of dollars off of Africa. They send the missionaries, they send the nutritionists, and told the African woman, do not feed your child your breast. Feed your child this Nestle milk. So all those African leaders in power now, you know what they were raid on and red with? Nestle milk. So I go to Africa.